surprising story. Columbus Catholic Bangor, Bangor Columbus Catholic. This is an audio test. right, good morning, baseball fans, and welcome to Fox City Stadium in Appleton for this Division IV state semifinal baseball broadcast here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Forward Bank. Forward Bank, moving our communities forward online at forward.bank and in person on North Central Avenue in Marshfield. Jason Zaleski here on the call this morning. We were delayed just a bit. Eau Claire, Regis, and Oakfield having a lengthy fourth inning and then a scoring outburst in the sixth inning for the Regis Ramblers. They score 11 in the sixth and end it early, 14-4. So the Regis Ramblers now await the winner of this state semifinal between the Columbus Catholic Dons and the Bangor Cardinals. And we'll take you through starting lineups. First for the the home Columbus Catholic Dons. My apologies. For the home Columbus Catholic Dons, it goes like this. Pitching and leading off, Emmett Konieczny. At shortstop, batting second is Blake Jacoby. In center field, batting third is Brock Bennington. Catching, batting cleanup is Cole Timler. Zane Adler in left field, he bats fifth. Cy Becker batting sixth at third base. Grant Olson batting seventh, he will play first. Alex Edwards in right field batting eighth. And rounding out the lineup for the Columbus Catholic Dons at second base is Nate Nemitz. The Dons are coached by Jared Kresselt in his fourth season for Columbus Catholic. For the Bangor Cardinals, leading off and playing center field, Evan Wolf. In right field, batting second is Sam Kropp. Pitching, Ashton Mishek. And batting third, Matt Osterly will bat cleanup and catch. Chase Horseman at third base, batting fifth. Eli Tucker at first base, bats sixth. Will Reeder at shortstop, bats seventh. Dawson Daines in left field, batting eighth. And Bryce Peterson at second base, batting ninth for Coach Todd Grant in his 15th season as the skipper for the Bangor Cardinals. And again, the visiting Cardinals will bat first. Their lineup again: Wolf, Kropp, Mishek, Osterly, Horstman, Tucker, Reeder, Daines, and Peterson. For Columbus Catholic, Konieczny, Jacoby, Bennington, Timler, Adler, Becker, Olson, Edwards, and Nemitz. For Bangor, they are the 3 seed. They have made 3 other appearances in the state tournament and all came in succession, 94, 95, and 96. The Cardinals won the state title in 96 in Division III. They were the runner-up in that first of 3 in 1994. They are the co-champions of the Scenic Bluffs Conference this season as they share that title with Cashton. And they got here with a 9-3-1 over Pecatonica in the Riverdale sectional final. For Columbus Catholic, their first ever state tournament appearance, and they were winners of the Cloverbelt East Conference during the spring. And they came here through Gillett. They were 5-0 winners over Rib Lake. A week ago, right, folks? There we go. So that's how we all got here. We got Marilyn, Kelly, Nicholas, Nick, Sackman, and Katie all checking in on the broadcast. Thank you all for watching. Thank everybody, listening. It's an old tape, and it's a tough one to let loose because we do over 1,000 broadcasts every year, and 99.99% of them are with a camera and at state-level events. To this point, anyway, we are confined and barricaded to an audio-only broadcast. I will do my very level best to make sure you get a full colored experience here. Again, Jason Zaleski on play-by-play. But again, thanks everybody for listening to the broadcast today. And as both teams await their starting lineups on the field, this is a great time for me to remind you that you are watching this free audio broadcast here on Zaleski Sports, and all due to the help of our sponsors. And my ask of you is this: as we go through our sponsors today, find 1 or 2 that you like, and even if you're not ready to buy their things, they all have social media. So Facebook, Instagram, head on out in between innings or right after the game and just pick 1 or 2 that you like and just message them. Just go on their messenger and say, thanks for Zaleski Sports. That's all you got to do. And maybe you want to buy some of the stuff, Scotty's Pizza, chips, hamburgers, open an account or take out a loan at Forward Bank or what have you, up and down the list. That would be great, too. And when you do that, tell them thanks for Zaleski Sports. That keeps them coming back. They come back. I come back. I come back. You get to come back and watch free sports. So please, pick 2 that you like today. head out on social media and just send them a message. Thanks for Zaleski Sports. That's all you have to do. And I would request that of you here this morning into the afternoon, as they are announcing the Bangor Cardinals on the field right now. And this has been the Forward Bank pregame show. Forward Bank, moving our communities forward online at forward.bank and in person on North Central Avenue in Marshfield. A quick 30-second break and back for state semifinal baseball from Fox City Stadium in Appleton right after this on Zaleski Sports.
I had an employee once ask me to prioritize family, faith, and business, and I put them in that order in particular. For each one of our employees, it's family first. You do what is best for you and your family. Then the rest of it will take care of itself. It's about making sure you make the best decisions for you and your family.
Seconds, finds Nystrom, three-pointer, got it! The Royals and the Assumption Royals are the state champions here in 2021.
Come back here to Appleton, Fox City Stadium on a sunny day now, mostly sunny, and the talk of the day around Fox City Stadium is weather that is supposedly trying to ruin our nice baseball day here today. This game will happen. I took a look at the radar just moments ago. I'm not a weather forecaster, don't want to be, don't ever pretend to be, have no interest. But only because you can't control the weather. So, but all the talk here is about the weather that is supposedly on its way. But we are good to go for this game. We play under mostly sunny skies and temperature about 80 degrees. It is humid, and the humidity may have affected our tournament thus far. As a matter of fact, I told you that Regis beat Oakfield 14-4 in the game prior to this in a 10-run, 6-inning game. That was the only top seed to win in this tournament. Let's go through it here. The Bayport Pirates, the 8 seed. Bayport takes down Sun Prairie to start the event yesterday. Menominee Falls, the 5, beats the 4 West Tosha Central. The 6 Milton beats the 3 Arrowhead. And the number 7 seed Greendale takes down the number 2 Eau Claire North squad. So buyer beware on top seeds. And then the 8 Bayport later defeats yesterday in the semifinal. They defeat number 5 Menominee Falls. So the 8 over the 1, then the 8 over the 5. And I mentioned the 7 over the 2 Greendale as the 6 Milton took down Arrowhead. And technically Milton, a 6 over a 7, was the only top seed to win yesterday. A 6 over a 7. So we've got an 8-6 matchup in Division I for a state title tomorrow afternoon, should weather and other factors let that game happen tomorrow. So for today, it was 4-1 Oakfield. Oakfield, the 4 seed, Regis the 1, and it was 4-1 into the bottom of the 5th inning. And we were looking at upset there, but again, Regis scores 2 in the 5th and 11 in the 6th. And so the first upper seed favorite, if you want to call it that, the Regis Ramblers took down the Oakfield Oaks 14-4. So the first chalk to happen in these opening games. And so Columbus coming in as the 2, Bangor the 3. And we shall see. Of course, Columbus Catholic fans, and I suppose Bangor Cardinal basketball fans remember from a few years back, Tommy Nystrom hitting a three-pointer to win it from the Kohl Center in a state semifinal. So here we are in a state semifinal, these two teams a handful of years later, and looking to impress here again. I don't know if we'll get that kind of dramatic finish today. I don't know that we want that heart-racing, heart-thumping action, but that's what it was as Tommy Nystrom unleashed that three-pointer right in front of the Columbus Catholic bench at the Kohl Center in a state semifinal. And you fact checkers out there can get me, but to my memory, that was March of 2019. So here we are again, Columbus Catholic and Bangor, and here we are again in another state semifinal game. And this one, Steve Maves checks in online. Steve actually called that game for us, and had the luxury, right, the privilege of calling that Tommy Nystrom three-pointer. As the Dons are finishing warm-ups, they are on the field. Emmett Konieczny, starting pitcher for the Dons, completing his warm-up throws. Timler with the throw down. And we are going to have baseball here in just a moment. Al checking in, James, and Nick from Bangor. He remembers that basket as well. Yeah, that was a memory on both sides that's differently felt a couple of years later, but what a tremendous shot by Tommy Nystrom that night. Evan Wolf stepping in. And again, we were pushed back because of the length of the game prior. 10 o'clock advertised first pitch, and it comes now at 10:45. And it comes in high for a ball, and we are underway here at Fox City Stadium. So running 45 minutes behind, which all in all is not too bad. And pitch comes in for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike on that first pitch. That was a ball at the eyes. Evan Wolf had showed bunt and pulled it back. And the 1-1 misses away. 2 balls and a strike now to the leadoff hitter and center fielder Evan Wolf. Again, Emmett Konechny getting the nod from Coach Kressel here to start this state semifinal game. Here's the 2-1, swung on and missed by Wolf, and the count now even at 2 apiece. So Konechny getting the nod in Columbus Catholic's first ever appearance at a state baseball tournament. Here's the 2-2, swung on and missed, and goes down swinging does Wolf. He took a hack at one at the eyes as Konechny left it high, and Wolf down on strikes, and there's 1 away in the top of the first inning. That brings up the right fielder, Sam Kropp. Pitch to Kropp misses away, and as I say that, I see my friend and yours, Torque Mason, with about 18 cameras hanging around his belt over his shoulders, and hanging on to one of them as he settles into the 6th row right behind home plate. This one is fouled back, and it's a ball and a strike now to the right fielder, Kropp. Torque checks behind him as he's got his one of the cameras on a tripod about 4 feet tall, and checks behind him and says, am I okay sitting here in row number 6 in front of you paying spectator in row number 7? Here's the 1-1 coming back, hits the outside corner for strike 2, and Konechny ahead of Kropp, a ball and 2 strikes. Full video highlights coming later on Facebook on Zaleski Sports. Mike Wendlandt is on the field, and another swing and a miss as back-to-back strikeouts now. Kropp with a swing and a miss, Wolf before him a swing and a miss, and it's 2 up, 2 down via the Emmett Konechny strikeout. And that'll bring up Ashton, and I've been pronouncing it Mishek, and Bangor fans, please give me a pronunciation if I have that wrong. M-I-C-H-E-K, Mishek. And Mishek batting .506 on the year, sees a ball outside from Konechny. But full video color highlights coming up later tonight on Facebook at Zaleski Sports of this game. As Konechny tries low and misses, 2 balls and no strikes now. 2-0 coming back, swung on, hit on the infield. Nemitz fields it, turns, fires, and Olsen in time for the out. A very nice play there from Columbus Catholic's Nate Nemitz, says he had to range to his right about 10 feet and make a stab at it. Backhand stab, turns, fires, and the outs. And that brings our inning to a close. 3 up, 3 down. Columbus Catholic, Konechny, Jacoby, Bennington, right after this on Zaleski Sports.
Got to understand what a nurse is. Do they focus on you? Do they make sure that you're comfortable? And that's what Shai has. It's the connection that he has. My best interest in mind always.
Why wait another day? Let's take the next step together towards a better life.
Central Wisconsin Glass is Central Wisconsin's choice for your next new or remodeled shower and bathroom. The experts at Central Wisconsin Glass will effortlessly guide you through the design and installation process. Have the elegant and modern shower and bathroom you've been looking for. Call Central Wisconsin Glass at 715-387-8010. That's 715-387-8010. And Central Wisconsin Glass on Facebook for your residential, commercial, and vehicle glass needs.
Hi, back here to Fox City Stadium. Jason Zaleski here. You're listening to state semifinal baseball here on Zaleski Sports. The Bangor Cardinals go down in order. Strikeout, ground out. And now the Dons will make their first trip to the plate here in a state tournament. Emmett Konieczny, Blake Jacoby, and Brock Bennington all due up. Again, pitching for the Cardinals, Ashton Mishek. And I haven't had a correction on the pronunciation, so I must have somehow got that right. Everything else looks pretty standard issue on both sides. Mishek takes his last warm-up throw, the toss down to second. But again, mostly sunny skies. Wind essentially non-existent, so there is a slight breeze from right to left field, but very slight breeze. Otherwise, sunny, humid. Temperature right now was 80 just before I came on. So humid, muggy, and a little bit spicy. The first pitch to Konieczny comes in for a strike. It was particularly spicy yesterday. Mid-90s, just as humid. A little bit of a breeze out there yesterday, so a little bit less today, or at least here in Appleton, as the curveball for Mishek misses away. The ball on a strike now to Konieczny. Most people here at Fox City Stadium yesterday standing in the concourse to stay in the shade. Not the case today. Now the 1-1 right down Main Street for strike two as Mishek fires it and loses his hat on the release, on the follow-through. Yeah, the bleachers and seats were sparsely populated yesterday, but those are evenly distributed today. Now the 1-2. This one is hit foul, right field side and out of play. Konieczny a little bit late, spoiling the pitch. Paul says, thanks for the broadcast. Thank you, Paul, for listening. And that one fouled and not able to be hung on to by Osterley. And Konieczny stays alive. We'll see another 1-2 pitch from Mishek. 325 down the lines, 385 to left center as the pitch comes in. Another one fouled back off the screen. 405 to right center. No marking on center field, but I'm guessing somewhere in the 410 to straightaway center. Saw a home run in that Regis game that went over that left field fence, hit about 350, easily cleared the left field fence. Now the 1-2 again, swung on and missed as Konieczny goes down swinging. Strikeout for Mishek. Brings up the shortstop, Blake Jacoby. And thanks all of you for listening, wherever you are, whoever you may be. Again, some have made themselves available to us. But feel free to comment in the chat box. You're watching on a mobile device and chat along with us during today's game. As the first pitch to Jacoby is right down Main Street for strike one. And mainly I want you all commenting to keep me straight up here. Curveball misses high. Ball and a strike. We will have Division III sectional semifinal coming up next. Here's the 1-1. This is bounced on the infield. Slow roller right side. Jacoby hustling underhanded by Mishek as he ran to first base and collects it and flips it to Tucker for the second out of the inning. Beat Jacoby by about a step and a half up the first base baseline. As Mishek had to come off the ground, that was a slow roller hit by Jacoby to the right side of the infield. And a lot of these teams, we talked about this yesterday to folks that were watching or that we were talking to here at the stadium, as the first pitch to Bennington, curveball for a strike. A lot of these teams play on dirt infields or have a home field as a dirt infield, and the grass it's an adjustment. Off-speed pitch outside for Mishek, a ball and a strike. So if you have played on a lot of dirt infields during the season, or your home field is dirt, and you come here, that infield mentality's got to be a lot different. You got to charge everything. Here's the 1-1. That one left away. And again, that last hit by Jacoby was just a slow roller, a six-hopper between the mound and first base that Mishek just got off the mound quickly enough to beat the speedy Jacoby. 2 balls and a strike now to the center fielder, Bennington. Fastball blew it by him. Count even at 2 apiece. 2 outs here in the inning. Here's the 2-2 coming from Mishek. That one high and actually gets to the screen off the top of the mitt of Osterley. And the count is full now to Brock Bennington. We will have the Amherst Division III game after the conclusion of this one. That is a guarantee. Now the full count, swung on and missed by Bennington. So both pitchers here in this game get 2 strikeouts in the first and a ground out. And both have gone down in order. 1 in the books here, this state semifinal from Fox City Stadium here in Appleton. Scoreless on Zaleski Sports. Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
R&R Flooring in Spencer is your place for the best in innovation and lowest pricing for your flooring project. New or remodel, tile, carpet, hardwood, ceramic, cork, you name it, R&R Flooring is ready for you today. R&R Flooring supports area programs like the broadcast you're watching and also supports area suppliers so you get great quality and pricing that fits your budget. Go to R&R Flooring today to see their showroom of flooring, furniture, mattresses, and custom-built showers. R&R Flooring in Spencer.
Hi, this is Van Patrick Oates from Rapids Awards and More. People ask, what is the more part of Awards and More? Well, that means that we're more than just an award store. We engrave glass, wood, plastic, guns, Yeti cups, medals, knives, and so much more. We're located on the web at awardsandmore.us. And if you're in the Wisconsin Rapids area, visit our physical store at 1210 Pepper Avenue or check us out on Facebook. Rapids Awards and More than just awards.
We return here to Fox Cities Stadium here in the Fox River, Appleton, Wisconsin, the site of the 2022 Baseball State Championships. And Matt Osterley, catcher, leading off here for the Cardinals, and Konechny has him at a ball and a strike as the second inning is underway. The 1-1 right on the outside third for strike 2. Konechny popping the mid of Cole Timler. And strike 3 called. Timler might have framed it a bit. Konechny hits the Hall of Fame black on the outside, and his third strikeout of the day retires Osterley to start the Cardinals' second inning. So Chase Horseman, third baseman for these Bangor Cardinals. Outside for a ball. Bangor coming in at 17-5 overall. Again, they were 12-2 in conference. Scenic Bluffs, conference co-champs with Cashton. 2 balls, no strikes to the third baseman, Horseman. Columbus 16-3, 10-0, perfect in the Clover Belt East. And taking the whole way was Horseman for strike 1. And strike 2 right in the same spot. So Konechny battles back, evens the count at 2 apiece. This one is grounded sharply to third. Becker, backhanded stab, throw across, and another beautiful play this year for Cy Becker. That was sharply hit. Had to go one step to his right, the backhand stab, and then the throw across the diamond for out number 2. That strikeout of Osterley is a Serve Pro strikeout. Jamie Wenzel, Serve Pro, the number 1 choice for cleanup and restoration. Contact Jamie Wenzel, Serve Pro, like it never happened. So Eli Tucker now, first baseman, and sees a strike from Konechny. Second pitch misses, ball and a strike. This one fouled right over the top of us. Actually going to bounce back down. Two-story press box that starts at the top of the grandstand. So the top of that press box about 4 stories high. Next pitch from Konechny misses away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Strikeout to Osterley. A ground out down to third for Horstman. 2 outs. Here's the 2-2. Outside misses. And the count now full to the Cardinals' first baseman, Eli Tucker. This one fouled straight back. If the net wasn't there, you would have heard it crash into the window here in the press box. So count remains full here with 2 outs in the inning. And misses away. It's a 2-out walk. So Tucker patient at the plate. Konechny again attempted that outside corner, missed wide. And our first base runner of the game here comes in the top of the second for Bangor. So the shortstop, Will Reeder. Right-handed batting Reeder. Konechny a check over of Tucker on first. Pitch, a little bit of chin music there for Reeder. He gets out of the way. Will Reeder batting .276 on the year. 21 runs scored, 14 RBI. And now Konechny gets right, and right down the middle, a ball and a strike now to the shortstop Reeder. Wind picks up a bit, blowing right to left. This one is grounded on the infield. That'll be to short. And the throw over is made by Jacoby. He took it on the second hop and made the throw over, took the throw all the way to first, and retires Reeder on the 6-3 putout. A 2-out walk leaves Tucker stranded on second, and that does it for the Cardinals in the inning. Columbus Catholic coming up. Bottom of the second inning from Fox City Stadium here in Appleton. You're listening to State High School Baseball on Zaleski Sports.
If you lose direction, you can grab my hand. I'll be the one behind you to say no one-man band. Just follow your dreams and keep your promises.
We're all different, but we all want great health insurance. See why we're rated #1 in service, coverage, and affordability in Central Wisconsin.
First things first with Midstate Technical College. Dual credit programs earn you college credit in high school. Then choose a path that suits you. Use your skills to start your career or transfer to a university to continue your degree. Choose a new career. Transition easily and quickly by upgrading your skills. Or continue your education with dozens of classes to get you on your path. No matter your stage of the game, your first move is Midstate Technical College.
Back here to Appleton, bottom of the second inning. Just about to be underway. Again, full highlights, full video highlights of this game available later tonight on Facebook at Zaleski Sports. I see our very own Mike Wendlandt in the Columbus Catholic third base side down in the camera well. Getting our highlights recorded and ready. And then Mike will be up here again. The game after this will be Amherst and Cuba City. That live right here on Zaleski Sports as well, as the first pitch to Cole Timler is driven into right field, and the Dons have a base runner here in the second inning. Cole Timler took the first pitch from Ashton Mishek and delivered it, deposited it into right field as he goes opposite to right field, and a leadoff base hit for the Dons. Brings up the left fielder, Zane Adler. Adler batting .269, does have 2 home runs, one of them coming up in that sectional baseball day last week on Tuesday, right? Yeah, so it's been a week and a day. Tuesday up in Gillett. And if I have it right, the other Adler home run came in Owen Withey during regular season play. First pitch to Adler. Inside for strike one. Fleet Farm is the official store of Dad. Pick up gifts that are on every dad's list. Check out the huge selection of fishing and hunting gear, tools, auto supplies, grills, camping, and boating gear, plus apparel. Fleet Farm, proudly serving the Midwest since 1955. Patricia checking in, Roseanne. A lot of people listening and chatting on the broadcast today, cheering for Columbus Catholic. Some Cardinals fans out there. This a chopper right back to Mishek. He turns, fires wildly to second. That's going to get into center field. Timler took a big turn at second, had to dive back in. With the E1 and everybody is safe. Runners on first and second for the Dons. Mishek wanted to get that lead runner. A little bit late coming over to the bag was Peterson. It was sharply hit by Adler right to Mishek, and he turned and fired as Peterson was running to the bag, but threw it behind him and into center field. Now a bunt pushed up by Becker. A nice bunt up the first base line, and he is out by a half a step, but he gets the job done. He moves the runners to second and third. Becker nearly beat it out. But two in scoring position now for the first baseman, Grant Olson. But Becker, a soft bunt laid into that infield grass on the first base line. Another nice play by Mishek. He's made a couple now coming off the mound and gets that one to record the first out of the inning. But now Grant Olson. Olson first pitch swinging, swing and a miss. And another swing and a miss. Back-to-back swing and misses for Olson. This one is going to be hit sharply and right into the Bangor dugout. Look out in there. It looked like one of the Cardinals on that right side of the dugout attempting to get out of the way. It looked like he slipped and fell backwards down the stairs. There were people laughing in there. So hopefully everybody's okay. Usually with chuckles, that means everybody's all right, but that was screamed right into the Bangor dugout. Count remains no balls, 2 strikes to Olson. Timler on third, Adler on second, and swung on a miss. Olson tried to protect as that pitch was thrown on the outside third, and a swing and a miss. And 2 outs now in the inning. The right fielder, Alex Edwards, as Coach Jared Kresselt now is going to run for his catcher, Cole Timler. So he's going to bring Timler in the dugout, get the shin guards on. And Sam Wilczek. Yep, so Sam Wilczek will come in and run. Sam has missed the last couple weeks of baseball due to illness, but he gets his name called here in a state semifinal game. Wilczek, the everyday right fielder for the Dons, again up until a few weeks ago. But first action since then comes here in a state semifinal as Edwards sees a strike right down the middle. A ball and a strike now to the right fielder, Edwards. Here's the 1-1 for Mishek. High and away for ball 2. Edwards, a prolific goal scorer for these Columbus Catholic Dons in the fall. Here in baseball this year, and looks at a strike. Count even now at 2 apiece. Edwards hitting .111 here on the season, again in about 3 weeks of play. Has scored 13 times. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs in the inning. Mishek winds and delivers. Swung on and missed by Edwards, so Mishek strikes out. Olson and Edwards back-to-back get out of the jam. The Dons leave. Runners on second and third here in the second. And we remain scoreless as we head to the top of the third inning in this state semifinal game. Columbus Catholic and Bangor. More baseball right after this on Zaleski Sports.
Little Sprouts is now open in Rudolph with the same great childcare you know about in Auburndale. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
The community here in Rudolph has been extremely welcoming, and we're excited to serve here just like we do up in Auburndale. Part of the process is to help out the school districts and to help the children stay, their 4K children to stay close and get services right here. We serve here in Rudolph 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds, and up in Auburndale we serve 6 weeks old until 12-year-olds.
Our Auburndale pea pods, wiggle worms, busy bees, and fireflies welcome the Rudolph sweet potatoes, lovely ladybugs, and beautiful butterflies. Contact Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier. Treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
Back here to Appleton. Again, Jason Zaleski here. Mike Lundland field side, collecting video highlights. That'll be published again later tonight on Facebook at Zaleski Sports as the left fielder Dawson Daines steps in. The Cardinals bat 8-9-1 here in the top of the third. Emmett Konechny still pitching for the Dons, or pitches again here in the third inning, however you'd like to say that. When that came out of my mouth, I thought, boy, it seems like I said he was pitching for a long time. That's not the case. Ball and a strike now to Daines. And another one fouled back, so 2 fouls in a row. Ball and 2 strikes now. Daines batting .317 on the year. Konechny looks in. The right-hander gets the pitch and fires wide. Timler had to reach into the left-handed batter's box to find that ball. Top of the third, no score here from Appleton. And the 2-2, that one misses wildly outside. Not even Cole Timler able to flag that one down, gets to the backstop. Count full now to this inning's leadoff hitter, left fielder Dawson Daines. Here's the full count from Konechny. Right down the middle, tapped off the top of Timler's helmet, and the count remains full. Cindy checking the broadcast. Hey, Cindy, how are you? Full count again from Konechny. This one hits softly into center field. Bennington is on it, under it, and one away. Hit it right at the center fielder. Brock Bennington had to come in 2 steps. And makes the catch for the first out of the inning. Now the 9-hitter, the second baseman, Bryce Peterson. Peterson batting .268 coming into today's state semifinal. And first pitch, this one is hit into left field. Adler looks at it and collects it for out number 2. So back-to-back fly balls from the 8-9 hitters for the Cardinals. Adler's a little more on the difficulty scale than Bennington's. Again, Bennington had to come in 2 steps. Adler had to go about 5 steps to his left. But 2 comfortably made flyouts made by the Dons. Now back to the top of the order in center fielder Evan Wolf. And Wolf sees a strike on the outside corner. And Konechny tries that same spot again, missed just a bit wide. Timler was out of his crouch, had his left leg on the dirt. Now in the crouch, here's the 1-1. And that one misses outside. Konechny has missed wide of the mark here a few times in the game, and a few in particular in this inning. Fortunately, with nobody on base. Now the 2-1. Right down the middle, fouled straight back. Konechny with 3 strikeouts on the day. Ashton Mishek with 3 strikeouts on the day. Here's the 2-2. This one is hit into shallow left field. Adler racing on. Jacoby ran into the outfield and nobody able to get there as that one drops in. A bloop base hit with 2 outs for Evan Wolf and the Cardinals. Ball hit into shallow left field, actually into shallow left center. Jacoby had the best shot at it, running from the infield dirt into the outfield grass, and needed to make an over-the-shoulder catch, and the ball beat him to the ground by about 2 steps. So Sam Kropp, a strikeout victim back in the first inning. Second base runner of the game for the Cardinals. Kropp batting .382, 25 RBI, and hits this one on the ground. Jacoby, long throw across for Jacoby. The stretch by Olsen, and they got him. What a stretch by Grant Olsen. As Olsen had to make the stretch, Jacoby deep in the hole, a long throw across the diamond, and got Kropp by not even a half a step, maybe a 16th of a step. Bang, bang play at first, but Olsen with the big stretch as they retire Kropp, and the inning comes to an end. A runner left stranded for the Cardinals on 1 hit, no runs, no errors, 2.5 in the books in this state semifinal. Still scoreless here from Appleton on Zaleski Sports. Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids. Chili Implement, located just west of Marshfield in Chili, is your Kubota dealer in central Wisconsin. Big or small, Chili Implement has all the best equipment waiting for you. From farm tractors to lawn care, plus work and have fun in a Kubota side-by-side. Choose Chili Implement for your parts and service too. Chili Implement, open Monday through Saturday to serve you, and 24/7 online at chiliimplement.com. All right, back here to Appleton, still scoreless. We head to the bottom of the third inning. 9-1-2 for the Dons. Nate Nemitz, Emmett Konieczny, and Blake Jacoby all due up. And remember, gang, what I told you in our pregame show. At some point today, I want you to go find two of our sponsors. And if you're not going to go buy something from them, at least go to their social media, Facebook, Instagram, what have you. Send them a message and say, thanks for Zaleski Sports. Now, again, if it's Chips Hamburgers or Chili Implement, and you go buy a cheeseburger and a tractor later today, that would be great. And while you're there, tell them thanks for Zaleski Sports. And please do that. That is my special ask of you here in, this morning. As we play here at 11:17 a.m. and a strike to Nemitz. Mishek on the no ball, 1 strike, and Nemitz bunt offer and misses. Here are some others for you, thanks to our game day sponsors, Century 21 Team Community Realtors, Columbus Catholic High School, Wisconsin Homes, Tire Town, Buccaneer Supper Club, and G&D Wood Products. There's a few you could tell thanks for Zaleski Sports. And the 0-2 swung on a missed by Nemitz. Strikeout number 4 today for Ashton Mishek. And back to the top of the order now, and the pitcher Emmett Konieczny. Yeah, people will stop us before and after games, or when they see us in the gym or the field or the court, the whatever, and they'll tell us thank you. And that's nice as the Bender hits and strike 1 to Konieczny. But I'm telling you, folks, it's the sponsors that got to hear it because they're the ones who make all this happen. This one is grounded over to short and bobbled there at short. Konieczny down the line, and it'll be an E6 as that ball came up on Reeder on that second hop. Rolled up his thigh, up his chest, off his shoulder. Not able to field it cleanly, and Konieczny aboard with the error. Second error of the game for the Cardinals. Mishek, the error in the second inning. Now Reeder here with an error in the third. That brings up the left-handed batting, the shortstop, Blake Jacoby. Jacoby grounded out to Mishek back in the first inning. Hit that soft roller between the mound and first base. That Mishek came off the mound nicely to make the catch. Misses on the first. Mishek, the left-handed hurler for the Cardinals. And that was a particularly nice play because as he finishes his follow-through, he is on the third base side of the mound on the follow-through. So for him to jump off the mound back to the first base side was particularly impressive back in that first inning. 2 balls, no strikes now to Jacoby. Blake batting .371 on the year, 13 runs batted in. Mishek checks on Konechny at first, fires home, and strike 1 is called. Belly button high, coming right down the middle of the plate. And throw over, Konechny back to the bag in time. Didn't have to slide, just calmly walked back to the base. Throw came over anyway. Again, mostly sunny skies here in Appleton. Wind now picking up a little bit more, blowing from right to left field. And Jacoby hits this one softly. It's going to land in right field. A little bloop base hit for Blake Jacoby, and the Dons have runners on first and second. Jacoby might have got on top of that ball just a bit. That ball got over the head of the second baseman Peterson and then died quickly as it landed sharply in front of the right fielder Sam Kropp. So some topspin on that ball. And Jacoby to the base at first with the base hit. And a pinch runner will come in for the pitcher Emmett Konechny as Isaac Moritz will come and run at second base for the pitcher Konechny. Get your starting pitcher at that in scoring position. Get him off the base paths and get him ready to pitch. Don't want to risk any kind of injury. You think of a play at the plate or a slide into third or something like that. So Moritz will run for Konechny. 1 out, bottom of the third. Dons had runners on first and second back in the second inning. Left them stranded on second and third. Now here first and second an inning later in the third. Ball thrown to Brock Bennington. Bennington strikeout victim in the first inning. Right down the middle, and Bennington, powerful swing right through it. Bennington hitting .515 on the year, does have 6 home runs, and some of his home runs have been very memorable. Long home runs, towering shots by Bennington. One in particular happened over in Rosholt as Bennington takes it off the left shoulder, and they're asking if he leaned into it. They're going to come and talk. The umpires are going to get together, and they're going to bring Bennington back to the plate. They say Bennington leaned into it as it went off his left shoulder, his front shoulder. And Coach Kressel, no argument, and I'll tell you, no argument for me either. So a strike is the result of it. Now Coach Kressel will come in from the third base coach's box and just talk to the home plate umpire. Our home plate umpire has explained to him what he saw. And Coach Kressel motions to Brock to tell the umpire where it hit you, and he does, but just a little bit of lean at the end there for Brock. Just a little bit of a motion from the batter's box to home plate as that pitch came in. And so with it, it's called a strike. He's brought back to the batter's box, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now for Bennington. Cole Timler on deck, shin guards on his left and right legs. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here it is for Mishek. And right down the middle, blows it past him and strikes out Bennington. So Bennington strikes out for the second time today after he's called back to the batter's box on what the umpire said was a move by Bennington to get in the way of the pitch, and that is not allowed. So now the catcher, Cole Timler, strips off the shin guards. Still a chance for the Dons to score here in the inning. Runners on first and second. Moritz on the bag at second. Jacoby at first. Here's the pitch from Mishek, a bender that stays high. And Timler batting .538, does have one home run on the season, 40 runs batted in. And another curveball. This again stays high. 2 balls and no strikes now to the catcher, Timler. Peterson attempts to distract Moritz at second. Nobody's going for that. And another one high. This is a fastball that stays at the eyes. 3 balls, no strikes to Timler. Both pitchers, Mishek and Konechny, good so far, but this one gets back to the screen, and it's a 4-pitch walk to Timler. Everybody will move up one station. It was a good job there by Matt Osterley to chase that one down to the backstop. It got a friendly bounce, came back towards home plate, and so no damage there. And now we're going to have manager Todd Grant come out on the infield. He's going to call time and talk to his infield. He's going to bring all 6 of them in. Talk to his pitcher, talk to his infield. Bases loaded for the Dons. And Timler will be run for, and Sam Wilczek again gets his name called. So Sammy hasn't played in maybe 3+ weeks now, and he gets his name called twice here in the first 2 2/3 innings in the state semifinal. Got to feel good for the senior. And what was definitely disappointment, again, is he took ill a few weeks back, and disappointment as a senior on what figured to be a pretty good Dons team, and they may have already clinched their conference title by then, but playoffs ahead, and one of your senior leaders, Sam Wilczek, not able to play. But he's here running now for the second time today as a strike comes in to the left fielder, Zane Adler. So the meeting was successful for manager Todd Grant, at least the first pitch thrown by Ashton Mishek. Strike called. That one high for ball 1. So Adler lays off the first 2. Ball and a strike. Manager Jared Kressel down at third base, giving instructions to his runner on third. Adler, big swing and a miss. Ball and 2 strikes. Again, that's Isaac Moritz. Pinch runner down at third. Junior for these Dons. Coach Kressel coaching them up down there, telling them all the scenarios here with 2 outs in the inning. Now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here it is for Mishek. High for ball 2. Dons left 2 stranded back in the second. They've got 3 on base now. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Mishek winds and delivers. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. And the Cardinals get out of it as Mishek reared back and blew it past Adler for the strikeout. 6 strikeouts today. 7. 3 strikeouts in the inning. 7 strikeouts today for Ashton Mishek as he strands all 3 Dons base runners here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. 3 complete in this state semifinal. No score. You're listening to state semifinal baseball right here on Zaleski Sports. Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and 0 premium, company paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood. Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, has been a Central Wisconsin resident her entire life. That means she has the inside edge on knowing the landscape and what it takes to care for your real estate needs. Whether you're buying or selling, Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, is your friend and neighbor, ready to help.
I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, with experience in residential and commercial real estate. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken of Marshfield has been voted Best Pizza in Marshfield 12 years in a row. With popular choices like broccoli bacon cheese, drunken chicken, or any of the 25 specialty pizzas, Scotty's is ready to earn your vote now at 715-384-8118. Choose Scotty's for pizza, chicken, subs, sandwiches, and more. Carry out, dine-in, and delivery. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118. Top of the fourth inning underway here in Appleton. 1 ball, 1 strike to Adam Mishek. And Mishek hits that one down the left field line and foul. Well struck ball, but well foul up the left field line. Mishek batting .506 on the year. Pretty stout batting average for today's starting pitcher, Ashton Mishek. 28 RBI, 24 runs scored, and Mishek will start the fourth with a base hit right back up the box as he took the Konechny offering right back through and into center field. That'll bring up the catcher, Matt Osterley. Third base runner of the game for the Cardinals, getting base runners in the second, third, and now fourth inning. Osterley, strikeout victim, back in the second inning, rolls this one softly to Jacoby at short. The throw over to Olsen is made. Mishek does move over to second on the 6-3 putout. Chase Horseman will come up. Unlike the Dons, the Cardinals will leave their pitcher, Mishek, on the bases and scoring position at second base. Horseman grounded over to Cy Becker back in that second inning. A nice backhanded play by Becker that he had to make about 3 feet inside the line, up that third base line. A runner on second, scoring position for the Cardinals. We play the state semifinal Division IV baseball game here in the top of the fourth inning. Mishek is off and running. He's got the base stolen as the pitch is well outside, and a stolen base for Mishek. And the Cardinals with a runner on third. Mishek had a huge jump. That base was stolen as Konechny was in his windup, or in his motion, I should say, not throwing from the windup, throwing from the stretch, but the base was stolen as Konechny was in his motion. Pitch fouled back, ball and a strike now to the third baseman, Chase Horseman. Don's infield plays in. Becker level with the bag at third. Everyone else one step outside of the infield grass, still on the dirt. But infield in, the 1-1. This one is hit and back and will get out of play right in front of us here. It takes a wicked hop on the concrete between the bleachers and the individual seats. Again, Fox City Stadium, the first 8 rows individual seats, and then rows of bleachers the next 10 rows. And that is the seating arrangements here on the infield. This one is hit on the infield. Timler, helmet off, makes the catch. That one actually was blown into foul territory just up the third base line, about 3 feet from that third base line, about 15 feet from home plate towards third base, and Timler throws the helmet off and collects it for the second out. So the F2, 2 outs, and now the first baseman, Eli Tucker. And Tucker with a slow roller. This is trouble for the Dons. Konechny the throw across, and they got him! That was big trouble for the Dons, as that was a cue shot up the third base line that stayed and then died in the infield grass about 20 feet between home plate and third base, and that ball spun and then just died. Konechny had to pick it up in a hurry and then throw his fastest throw here of the game to get Tucker over at first base. Olsen didn't have to stretch a whole lot, as it was a absolute seed thrown from Konechny down to first. Otherwise, that was going to be a run scored by Mishek. But the Dons strand the runner at third. They leave the fourth inning unscathed. Columbus Catholic coming up, bottom of the fourth inning. Becker, Olsen, Edwards, right after this on Zaleski Sports.
At Bauer & Fine Business Technologies in Marshfield, our company has been serving Central Wisconsin since 1955. We're still locally owned and believe strongly in supporting the communities that support us. If you're a current customer, thank you. If you're not a current customer, we'd love to work with you. Let's talk about copiers, printers, postage meters, and network services. Give us a call today at 800-288-2712 or visit our website at b-bt.com. Bauer & Fine Business Technologies. Better business together.
the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
Hey, it's Jeff Jenkins from the Milwaukee Brewers, here to tell you that before and after every Brewers game, get all your Wisconsin sports updates from Zaleski Sports. Zaleski Sports is your Wisconsin hometown high school sports network. Do it.
All right, gang, back here to Appleton, bottom of the fourth inning. Cy Becker, Grant Olson, Alex Edwards. As we continue our search for our first run of this game, and this one is launched into the Cardinals' dugout. That has been twice now. The Dons have ripped one foul right into the Cardinals' dugout. That ball rattled around in there and then popped back out. Becker batting .347 on the year. As Mashek back on here in the fourth inning for the Cardinals and pumps in a strike quickly. No balls, 2 strikes to the Dons' third baseman, Cy Becker. Amanda hold out of the Cardinals' dugout. Nobody on the field saw time called. Our first base umpire called time by our first base umpire. Again, a four-man umpiring crew. Umpires along each foul line and then one in shallow center field and our home plate umpire. And that one spikes in for ball 1. Ball and 2 strikes now to Becker, but a ball had popped out of the Cardinals' dugout. First base umpire saw it. He called time. Home plate umpire didn't see it. Nobody else heard it if you're the Cardinals. Right field. Here in this spot. On the infield. Tangles with the right fielder, and there's now on second and third for the Dons. And the E4 and the errors continue for the Dons here in the fourth inning. And apologize for the buffering. We're doing everything we can here to keep this broadcast afloat. But if you were losing any of that, it was an error over at first base that put Becker on the bag at first. And as we come back here from that buffering, it was Grant Olson hitting a roller over towards second base. It's fielded by Bryce Peterson. He throws wide of the bag and back-to-back errors. And the Dons have runners on second and third with nobody out. So back-to-back errors committed by the Cardinals here in the inning. They've got 4 errors on the game, 2 in the inning. And manager Todd Grant is back on the mound. And he is attempting to settle down his Cardinals infield. So that brings up the right fielder Alex Edwards as the Dons send the 8-hitter right fielder Edwards with first base open. Again, Edwards hitting .111 on the year. Adam Mashek and the Cardinals, though, in a bit of trouble here in the bottom of the fourth. Ball to Edwards. That one comes in low and scooped out by Osterley. Again, a lot of room between the tip of home plate and the backstop here at Fox City Stadium. About 25 feet from the tip of the plate to the padding on the backstop. A lot of room back there if the ball gets behind the catcher. Swung on and missed by Edwards. So Mashek comes back with a fastball right down the middle. Count 1 ball, 1 strike. Here it is from Mashek. Misses up and away. And Mashek is head hanging. You can see emotions on the sleeve now of Ashton Mashek as it's hot. I mean, it's building towards 85, 87 degrees, 80% humidity. And Edwards swung on and missed. So that warm weather can get you out of your mentals sometimes. But Mashek, shoulders are drooped, head down. Could just be a little bit gassed right now. And a little bit upset. He's got runners on second and third. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Edwards. Fastball swung on and missed. And Mashek retires Edwards for the second time today, both via the strikeout. So now the second baseman, Nathan Nemitz, as Nate strolls in. Don's still with a shot here, scoring a run. We're looking for our first run of the game as we play here in the bottom of the fourth. Don's runners on second, third with no outs, now with the strikeout, 1 out, and the second baseman, Nate Nemitz. Pitch from Mashek is high as Becker raced 15 feet down the line at third. Over at third base, Chase Horseman is playing right on the lip of the cutout there at third base, so he's about 10 feet in front of the bag and about 10 feet, 15 feet towards second base. So Becker not being held on. He's going to be able to get perhaps even as much as a third down the line on every pitch. Here's the 1-0 from Mashek, bunt shown, and strike is called. I don't know if Nemitz wasn't able to pull it back in time or if it was a strike over the plate, but either way, a strike to Nemitz. 224 batting average on the year, 7 runs batted in as Nemitz steps out, and he's got 2 ducks on the pond now here in the bottom of the fourth. And 7 strikeouts on the day, now 8 strikeouts on the day for Ashton Mashek. Here's the 1-1. Nemitz swung on and missed. That one was at the eyeballs, and Nemitz knew it. Frustrated with his pulling the trigger on the swing. Threw his bat up in frustration. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and Mashek will step off as Becker was dancing over off the bag at third. Mashek, the left-handed throwing pitcher, could still see Becker dancing over there, now ready, and the 1-2 high for ball 2. At about neck level of Nemitz. Now Mashek fires home, high again, full count now. So full count to the second baseman, Mashek. Coach Kressel hollers down, hey, okay. We just need you somehow to be safe here, kid. Hit it, get down to first, whatever you got to do. Here it is, full count. And strike 3 called at the letters. A late call, but a call nonetheless as Nemitz goes down looking, and there's 2 away in the inning. Big strikeout there from Ashton Mashek. Big chance for leadoff hitter and today's starting pitcher, Emmett Konieczny, though. 2 outs in the inning, runners on second and third. Don's still searching for their first run of this game. We are scoreless here in the bottom of the fourth inning. And Konieczny watches a strike fly by from Mashek. Konieczny batting .409 on the year and swung on and missed. Big rip from Konieczny. And swung at the outside fastball as Cardinals fans come to their feet. You can hear them here at Fox City Stadium urging their Cardinals get out of this jam. No balls, 2 strikes. Here it is. Swung on and missed as Konieczny goes down swinging. Strikeout number 10. Strikeout number 10 for Ashton Mashek as the Dons leave 2 stranded here in the inning. The Dons have left 2 stranded in the second. They left the bases loaded full in the third and leave 2 on here in the fourth inning. 4 innings are in the books, still scoreless here from Fox City Stadium. You're listening to WIAA State Semifinal Baseball right here on Zaleski Sports.
When the last thing you need to happen does. One of our 16 mobile service trucks from Sherrill Tire and Service Center can keep you rolling and growing. Sherrill Tire and Service Center, your locally owned farm tire specialist.
Sherrill Tire and Service, keep growing and rolling with us.
Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
For over 50 years, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield has served the area with the talent and expertise of big city dentistry with a hometown feel to meet the needs of our community and our patients.
All right, back here for top of the 5th inning, and leadoff hitter Will Reeder will rip this one into center field, and the Cardinals will begin the top of the 5th with a leadoff base hit from the shortstop, Will Reeder. So Reeder aboard here as we begin play in the 5th inning. But Reeder took that first offering from Konechny and took it right back into center field. Now the throw over, they got him picked off. The throw over from Konechny, Reeder leaning towards second, and Konechny and the Dons erase the leadoff base hit. So Dawson Danes batting, but Konechny with a beautiful pickoff move and caught Reeder leaning. And the leadoff base hit is erased. This one hit into straightaway left field. Adler runs in and catches it for out number 2. What an inning. What a way to start an inning anyway. Again, full highlights. Hope I'm doing a good job here, able to tell you what's going on, but full highlights coming up later on Facebook at Zaleski Sports. Mike Wendlandt is in the camera well in the Dons third base dugout, collecting those highlights. And we will put together perhaps a highlight package later on tonight, as Mike will come up here and he'll call Amherst and Cuba City. That game immediately following the conclusion of this one. Ball and a strike to the second baseman, Bryce Peterson. Konechny working fast, and the 1-1 misses away. And then we are on schedule, as far as what we have planned, for a 5:30 first pitch, Mosney and Jefferson. But we arrived here, as that one misses, 2 balls and a strike. We arrived here at 8 a.m. this morning, and the WIAA staff was telling all media, including us, to fully prepare for that game happening tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. at Appleton West High School. So we shall see. And taking the whole way on the 3-1, and the 9-hitter, Bryce Peterson walks with 2 outs in the inning. So Konechny let Peterson get away from him. And now back to the top of the order in Evan Wolf. So 2 outs in the inning and an inside offering to the center fielder, Wolf. Wolf coming in, batting .295 on the year. One ball, 1 strike with 2 outs in the inning to Wolf. Here it is, the 1-1. That one hits the outside corner, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now to the center fielder, Wolf. Konechny ready, winds and delivers. That one skipped in. Timler gets down and prevents anything dangerous from happening there. And Wolf, 34 runs scored, 14 RBI on the year. Now the 2-2, that one misses away. So full count now here with 2 outs in the inning. So the leadoff hitter, Wolf. Again, it's Bryce Peterson who had the 2-out walk. He stands at first. And throw over, chases Wolf back to the bag. Now the full count again. Runner going. This one is fouled back, and Wolf swung at ball 4 and fouled it back. Peterson with 2 outs was on the move on the delivery. So full count again. Here it is from Konechny. Fires home and throws it over the head of Evan Wolf, and back-to-back walks now for Konechny and the Dons. As Cole Timler looks into the dugout as if to suggest that Coach Jared Kresselt should come out and talk to his pitcher. And Coach Kresselt acknowledges and obliges, and he trots out now to talk to his pitcher. And now the whole infield comes in, so meeting on the mound for the Dons. But back-to-back walks here for Columbus Catholic in this fifth inning. And that brings up the right fielder, Sam Kropp, as the meeting continues on the mound for the Dons. It's time to get back to work. It's time to get back to work with Nikolai Construction. Time to find a great job. Great pay at Nikolai Construction. Nikolai Construction of Marshfield is a well-established, family-owned business with a welcoming environment for you to be part of today. Find year-round work in carpentry, concrete, and steel that has you home every night. Stop in and see Brad or Rob at Nikolai Construction on East 29th Street in Marshfield to get started. Get back to work. Get back to work with Nikolai Construction of Marshfield. So the right fielder now, Sam Kropp, as the meeting has adjourned on the mound for the Dons. Dons looking to get back in the dugout. And Kropp, first pitch swinging, hits this one high in the infield. Konechny calls everybody off. Falling down, makes the catch. Konechny came off the mound between on the first base side, and as Konechny was backpedaling to track that ball down in the little bit of wind that is here, on the back pedal, tripped and fell as the ball was coming into his mitt. He falls over backwards, hangs on to the ball, and an adventurous F1 on your scorebook that brings the inning to a close. Bottom of the fifth inning coming up. It's going to be Columbus Catholic coming to bat. Jacoby, Bennington, and Timler all due up when we return right after this on Zaleski Sports.
Rich, creamy, and fun. Point Craft Soda. Caffeine-free, made with 100% real sugar. From Stevens Point Brewery.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
Hi, this is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970 and 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and the Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
Hey, it's Jeff Jenkins from the Milwaukee Brewers, here to tell you that before and after every Brewers game, get all your Wisconsin sports updates from Zaleski Sports. Zaleski Sports is your Wisconsin hometown high school sports network. Do it.
Again, back to Appleton as the bottom of the fifth inning about to start here for Columbus Catholic. And Jason Zaleski here with you. Again, full highlights coming up later tonight on Facebook at Zaleski Sports. Mike Wendlandt down in the Columbus Catholic camera well, collecting all those highlights. And looks like he's found a new friend there as he struck up a conversation. Actually, his new friend is manager Jared Kresselt. There you go. Good work, reporter Wendlandt down there talking to Coach. And now Coach Kresselt leaves the dugout and goes into his third base coach's box. Blake Jacoby, Brock Bennington, Cole Timler. The Dons bat 2-3-4 in the inning. As again, we are still on the hunt for our first run of the game. If you know a way to score one, let us know. And Amherst, Cuba City. That broadcast immediately follows this one. And the first pitch comes into Jacoby, misses low and away. He had loaded up to bunt and pulled it back. Essentially, as that pitch was being thrown by Mashek. So he didn't see the pitch. He just pulled it back right away. Left-handed batting, Blake Jacoby. And another one low. 2 balls, no strikes. But Mashek, 10 strikeouts today. Really nice job by the Cardinals pitcher, Ashton Mashek, pitching out of trouble a few times. Second, third, fourth innings, all with runners on base. Now the 2-0, another one low. The Dons had 2 on in the second, bases loaded in the third, 2 on in the fourth. Yeah, Becky says a home run would do it. Yeah. Somehow, some way, somebody's going to have to score to move on to a state final tomorrow. As a strike, Jacoby taking the whole way, 3 balls and a strike now. somebody will be here tomorrow playing for a state championship between these two. They will play Regis. And a 5-pitch walk to Jacoby. The Regis Ramblers 14-4 winners over the 4 seed, the Oakfield Oaks. So Regis will be here tomorrow in a state championship game. And one of these two will meet them. Brock Bennington comes up now with Jacoby with the leadoff walk here in the 5th inning. And another one low as Mashek. And again, Mashek frustrated on the mound. He's frustrated he's not getting the calls. He's frustrated he's not able to locate the pitches like he was earlier in the game. And this one spiked in front of the home plate. Nice job there by Osterley coming out of his crouch to block it down. And Jacoby stays on the bag at first. 7 pitches thrown in the inning. 6 balls thrown by Mashek. And now the infield will come in and talk to Mashek. Ashton Mashek, a 6'2" senior for these Cardinals. So infield surrounds Mashek. Now that meeting is broken up. Manager Todd Grant stayed in the dugout, let his guys handle it out there on the field. But again, Bennington hitting .515 on the year, 6 home runs. Here's the 2-0, another one low. 3 balls, no strikes. 8 pitches thrown in the inning, 7 balls. And I said this an inning or so ago, Mashek able to pick himself back up in that 4th inning, but he just looks gassed. He looks like he's out of energy out there. 3 balls, no strikes to Bennington. And right down Main Street for a strike. And now a throw over. Back in time is Jacoby. Count remains 3 balls and 1 strike to the Don center fielder, the 3-hitter, Brock Bennington. Now the 3-1. Jacoby's off and running, and it's a walk. So no stolen base as Bennington draws the walk. Back-to-back walks here in the 5th inning. And the Dons again with runners on base, nobody out. Dons had runners on 1st and 2nd with nobody out in that 4th inning. Runners on 1st and 2nd, nobody out in the 2nd inning. They had runners on 2nd and 3rd with 1 out in the 3rd inning. 0-0 our score here, bottom of the 5th. Infield playing a Cole Timler bunt, perhaps, as Jacoby's going to swipe the base at 3rd. So a double steal. Jacoby steals 3rd. Bennington follows, taking 2nd. 2 in scoring position now for the Dons with nobody out. It was Eli Tucker playing inside the bag at first. He retreats. Now the entire infield comes in. And Timler sees that pitch come inside. Mashek asks for clarification on where the spot was. The umpire tells him. 2 balls, no strikes to Timler. Another opportunity for the Dons, this in the 5th. Timler right down Main Street takes strike 1. The Dons go 2-3-4 here in this 5th. Runners on 2nd and 3rd, back-to-back walks and a double steal. Here's the 2-1 to Timler. Swung on, fouled back. Mashek with a fastball just reared back and let it rip. Timler not able to catch up to it. Mashek ready? The 2-2 to Timler. Outside, and the count is full. 30 or so umpires from Bangor thought that was strike 3. Full count now to Timler. No outs in the inning. Runners on 2nd and 3rd. Chance for the Dons in the 5th. Here it is. Timler fouled back. He fouled third base side over the overhang, and the ball ball rolled back down the roof. Fans in that the top 3 rows thought they were going to get a souvenir, and it got hung up in the gutter. You've seen that at home, right? That ball comes and hangs up in the gutter. Full count again to Timler, And fouls another one back, this one off the screen. Lands behind home plate. Columbus bat boy comes out and retrieves the ball. A big chance for the Dons. Full count again. Version 3.0 to Timler from Mashek. This one bounced right back up the middle. That's going to get through. One run is in. Jacoby touches home. Here comes Bennington. And standing up, it's a 2 RBI base hit for Cole Timler. And the Dons lead 2-0. Cole Timler with a 2 RBI base knock in the 5th. 2-0 Dons. Timler stays on to run for himself. Now Zane Adler. Dons finally come through. Base runners in the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, now in the 5th. And finally able to bring the base runners home. Had 7 base runners stranded coming into the inning. But Timler brings them in as Adler has to jump out of the way. 2 balls, no strikes. But what a piece of hitting there from Cole Timler. Saw a third pitch on a full count and took it right back up the box into center field. Swing and a miss from Adler. Two balls and a strike to the left fielder Adler, and Mashek will step off. Timler retreats to the bag at second. Cardinals have had runners left on base as well. We'll tell you about that in the 6th inning. Adler high into center field, playable, drifting now towards left center, and making the catch for out number 1 in left field is Dawson Daines. High fly ball. And 1 away. So the third baseman now, Cy Becker, as manager Jared Kresselt, I think, is going to call for a pinch runner now for Timler. Yep, and Sam Wilczek will get his name called for the 3rd time here today. As he will run for the catcher, Timler. Cole will come in, get his catching gear back on. A big round of applause. You can hear that, I think, back at home through the broadcast. Big round of applause for Wilczek. So Cy Becker, ground out, reached back in the 4th with an error. Now a line out, and diving back to the bag is Wilczek to avoid the double play as Becker lined that right to Bryce Peterson at second base, and then the race was on to get to second as Peterson to the first base side about 15 feet off the bag. Wilczek to the third base side, secondary lead about 15 feet, and Wilczek just won that race back to the bag at second. So they avoid the double play. 2 outs, the first baseman, Grant Olson. And pitch from Mashek comes in for a strike. It's Roseanne. Roseanne says she was pacing. Hoping, praying, willing the Dons to score. They do. Taking off now is Wilczek, and Wilczek with a stolen base. And Olson says he was hit by the pitch. The ball is dead. Wilczek's going to come around and score, but that run won't score. Wilczek will have the stolen base, I think, and now the third base umpire comes in. Yep, and they say that he was hit by pitch. That's going to put Wilczek back to the bag at second. So it was going to be a stolen base. So here's the scenarios there. If that pitch doesn't hit Olson, you got a runner on third with Olson still batting. If they call that he was hit by pitch, which was the call, Wilczek has to go back to second, but now you've got 2 base runners on, so what do they say there? 6 of one, half dozen of the other, maybe? So Alex Edwards now, after Olson hit by pitch. Mashek steps off, now comes back set. Couple of strikeouts on the day to Edwards, and this one high for ball 1. Don still batting here, top of the 5th. Edwards hits this one high and will, I think, get out of play behind the plate, and it does. And the Columbus Catholic student section there, obviously all non-ball players because they scattered. Nobody wanted a piece of that ball, and I think it landed on somebody's shoulder. Nobody wanted to try to catch that ball in the Don's student section just to the left of home plate behind the backstop. They all ran out of the way or ducked out of the way. Ball from Mashek, 2 balls and a strike. And nobody wanted any piece of that baseball coming out. And somebody is holding in their hand with a souvenir. Now taking a picture, go right to Instagram with it and say, oh, yeah, I got a foul ball. The story that's not told is there a bunch of wimps ran out of the way of the ball. The 2-1, runners are running and double steal. As Wilczek does get the stolen base. He moved to second. Olsen takes his spot at second. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the right fielder Edwards. Dons would love to get a base knock here from the right fielder Edwards. 2 outs. Here's the 2-2 and swung on and missed for strike 3. So Edwards goes down swinging, his 3rd strikeout today. Strikeout number 11 for Adam Mashek. But the cheers you hear are for Ashton Mashek, who has likely pitched his final pitch of the game, maybe the season. Other cheers on the left are from the Columbus Catholic folks who cheer their Dons as they score 2 runs in the inning. Play 5 complete. Columbus Catholic 2, Bangor nothing. You're listening to WIAA State Baseball on Zaleski Sports.
I really got to understand what a nurse is. Do they focus on you? You know, do they make sure that you're comfortable? And, you know, that's what Shai has. It's the connection that he has, you know, my best interest in mind, always.
Why wait another day? Let's take the next step together towards a better life.
Central Wisconsin Glass is Central Wisconsin's choice for your next new or remodeled shower and bathroom. The experts at Central Wisconsin Glass will effortlessly guide you through the design and installation process. Have the elegant and modern shower and bathroom you've been looking for. Call Central Wisconsin Glass at 715-387-8010. That's 715-387-8010. And Central Wisconsin Glass on Facebook for your residential, commercial, and vehicle glass needs.
So top of the 6th inning now, and Ashton Mashek, again, he got a round of applause as he came off the mound in that 5th inning. Likely will not reappear on the mound. I can't hear the pitch counts from where I am, but he has got to be close to his pitch limit. But he does come to bat here to lead off in the top of the 6th inning, so game not quite done yet for Mashek. As Konechny now into his 6th inning of work here from Fox City Stadium, and he starts Mashek with 2 straight balls. The Dons get the big 2 RBI single from Timler in the 5th. And now a strike called to Mashek. And high and away. 3 balls and a strike now from Konechny to Mashek. And time has been called. They're pointing to something in right field. Something has got onto the field in right field. Baseball looks like it came in from that picnic area down there. So that'll get retrieved and cleared to the field. There's about a dozen folks sitting under umbrellas under the home run porch in straightaway right field. And somehow or another, the ball got loose down there in that right field corner. It's been cleared from the field. Now the 3-1. And Mashek looks at strike 2. Full count now. As Konechny works the count full. Three strikeouts today for Konechny, and he walks Mashek as pitch number 6 of the at-bat comes high and away, and a leadoff walk issued to the Cardinals. So the catcher, Matt Osterman, now. As a wave of Amherst Falcons fans enter Fox City Stadium, they sit behind the first base dugout where their Falcons will occupy that first base dugout in our next game. Game scheduled for 12:30. That won't happen. But we will have it live right here. We'll keep the channel open for that game, as this one is belted into left field high. Adler looks for it, calls for it, catches it. 1 out. A high, loud out for Matt Osterly, and he's retired. Now the third baseman, Chase Horstman. But Falcons fans are here in numbers. Again, they will take on Cuba City in semifinal D3 number 1. That game comes up next right here on Zaleski Sports. As a matter of fact, you won't even have to change the channel. You just keep listening. And we'll bring you that game coming up next. Mike Wendlandt on the call. Ball and a strike to the third baseman, Horstman, and Konechny again misses away. There was some very brief action down in the Bangor bullpen just a moment ago, but it was so brief I didn't have a chance to look down, and they've already retreated back to the dugout. Strike right down the middle to Horstman. A ball and a strike now. Runner on first is today's starting pitcher, Ashton Mashek, and throw back over. That bounces in. Olsen able to tap it down and then pick it up. A dangerous throw from Konechny over to the bag at first. 2-1, here it is. This one is hit, and diving attempt made by Jacoby, but not able to get there, and a base hit into left field for the third baseman, Chase Horstman, and the Cardinals make some noise here in the 6th inning. They've got runners on first and second with 1 out, and that brings up the first baseman, Eli Tucker. Any new pitchers for the Dons would come from the field. Blake Jacoby at short. Cy Becker is standing on the bag at third. Those would figure to be 2 options for Coach Kresselt should that become a decision. And ball thrown wide to the mark again by Konechny. Cole Timler takes off his helmet. Yells some encouragement at his battery mate, Konechny, on the mound. Now the 1-0. And check swing didn't go, ball 2. That one came high and tight to the right hand of batting Eli Tucker, able to hold off. 2 balls, no strikes. Mashek at second, Horstman on first. And throw back. And Jacoby standing on the bag at second. That one nearly hit Mashek. As we saw that earlier in the game, it was actually Mashek fielding the ball and threw it behind his second baseman there, Konechny. As Jacoby was getting back to the bag at second, nearly missed the mark. And then nearly hit the runner, Mashek, with the ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Konechny fires home and misses. That's going to get all the way to the screen. Wild pitch thrown by Konechny, and now the Cardinals, like the Dons in the bottom of the 5th, have runners on second and third here in the top of the 6th inning. A wild pitch moves Mashek to third, Horstman to second, and Cole Timler is asking for some help from the dugout, and the help he's asking for is positioning in the field. So the shortstop, the right-handed, as they walk, so they'll intentionally walk Tucker to load the bases. It was 3 balls and no strike, and without throwing the ball, they just sent him down. So the next batter of the inning is Will Reeder, and Konechny throws him a strike. Yeah, they had a 3-0 on Tucker and decide it's best just to walk him. That's what the conversation was from Timler to Kresselt, then back to the field. Now the 0-1, fouled back, no balls, 2 strikes. Timler points emphatically at Konechny to give me another one of those. So bases loaded for the Cardinals here, top of the 6th inning. No balls, 2 strikes to the shortstop Reeder. Konechny delivers. That one is chopped high. That's going to get into left field. 1 run is in. Turning for home now is Horstman. The throw comes home. It's off the mark. And we are tied at 2. A high chopper. That one bounced on the dirt in front of home plate, right before that grass cutout, so give it about 8 feet. Bounced high and then over the head of Becker and then all the way into left field. So a 2 RBI base hit for Will Reeder. We're tied at 2. First pitch swinging is Dawson Daines. That one fouled back. And you can hear some of those chuckles. That one landed right in front of our microphone, right out the window of the press box. Lands on the concrete. Still just 1 out in the inning. Cardinals runners on first and second. Tied at 2 here in the 6th. Konechny fires home, fires low into the dirt. Left fielder Dawson Daines. Fly out to center, fly out to left in the third and fifth innings. Now the 1-1. Hits this one back up the box. That's going to get through into center field. What will they do with Tucker? They're going to send Tucker. Bennington fires home. Play at the plate, and he's gunned down. Bennington guns down the run. As they sent Tucker, that was going to be close. And you heard my call. I didn't know if they were going to send Tucker. They do. And Tucker is gunned down at the plate as Bennington fires in from shallow center field. And our score is still tied at 2. Reeder takes Tucker's place at second. Daines at first on the base hit. Only thing changed was 2 outs. So first and second base still occupied, and now the second baseman, Bryce Peterson, as the curveball from Konechny misses inside. Two walks, 3 base hits in the inning, 2 runs across for the Cardinals. Tied at 2, top of the 6th inning. Nick tells me it's raining in Edgar. Okay, thank you, Nick. And the 1-0, now 2-0, and they've got the Cardinals runners in a rundown. Both runners are in a rundown. They're going to get the runner between second and third. So Reeder will end up being retired on the rundown, as it was actually Daines who left the bag early over at first on his secondary lead. Timler fired down to first. Olsen took it, looked across the field, and saw Reeder sprinting for third to throw across, and then eventually retired by Nemeth. So the play goes 2, 3, 5, 4 for the third out in the inning. I'm going to write that down before I forget. 2, 3, 5, 4, and Bryce Peterson will lead off in the top of the 7th, but it is the bottom of the 6th coming up next for the Dons. We're tied at 2. You're listening to state semifinal baseball right here on Zaleski Sports.
R&R Flooring in Spencer is your place for the best in innovation and lowest pricing for your flooring project. New or remodel, tile, carpet, hardwood, ceramic, cork, you name it, R&R Flooring is ready for you today. R&R Flooring supports area programs like the broadcast you're watching, and also supports area suppliers so you get great quality and pricing that fits your budget. Go to R&R Flooring today to see their showroom of flooring, furniture, mattresses, and custom-built showers. R&R Flooring in Spencer.
Hi, this is Van Patrick Oates from Rapids Awards and More. People ask, what is the more part of Awards and More? Well, that means that we're more than just an award store. We engrave glass, wood, plastic, guns, Yeti cups, medals, knives, and so much more. We're located on the web at awardsandmore.us. And if you're in the Wisconsin Rapids area, visit our physical store at 1210 Pepper Avenue or check us out on Facebook. Rapids Awards and More than just awards.
All right, as we return here to Appleton, what we all knew was coming is a new pitcher for the Cardinals, and this will be Chase Horseman. So Horseman moves in from the bag at third, and he will pitch. It looks like Mashek is moving over to first, so some other changes that I'll be able to tell you about here in just a minute, as Will Reeder goes from short to third. Eli Tucker goes from first to third. Mashek goes from pitching to first base, and Horseman comes in from third to pitch the bottom of the sixth inning here for the Cardinals. And Sam Wilczek batting here to start the bottom of the sixth for the Dons. So Wilczek comes in, and he bats for Nate Nemitz, get himself a plate appearance. He's already got a stolen base, a couple of pinch running assignments, and now gets an at-bat here in this state semifinal. Again, Sam had took ill a few weeks ago. It looked like maybe his season was down. He grounds this one over to second, hustles down to first, and he is retired. But another flinch or a double clutch over there at second, and Wilczek might have been able to beat it out. So the 4-3 put out, one away here in this bottom of the sixth inning. Wilczek now with, again, a pinch running assignment, two of them, a stolen base, and at bat. And again, it looked like a couple of weeks ago that senior Sam Wilczek was done participating in high school sports for his career, for his life. It gets out here in a state semifinal. And I know he would love to be back here tomorrow in a state championship game, but we are tied at 2. Nothing resolved, nothing concluded here in this state semifinal game. Emmett Konieczny now, and takes Horseman, fouls that into off the screen and softly in the Cardinals dugout. No balls, 2 strikes to the pitcher, Emmett Konieczny. And I say pitcher for now. We'll see if the Dons make a change when they take the field in the top of the 7th. Curveball, and Konieczny out in front of it. Hits this one into foul territory, dugout side of the Cardinals, and Osterley gave chase, but not able to get there. Count remains no balls, 2 strikes now to the Dons pitcher, Emmett Konieczny. Cindy and Whisk Guitar. The Enigma Whisk Guitar watching or listening today. The pitch to Konieczny, another one's going to be fouled off. This up the first base side. That one rattled around on the bottom of a few of the bleachers and picked up by a gentleman watching the game down there. Flips it to one of the kids. Another curveball. This is going to be put in the left field. A 0-2 pitch that is sent into left field by Konieczny, and the Dons have a base runner. Now the shortstop, Blake Jacoby. Blake today, ground out, base hit and a walk. It has a run scored. He was the first run to be plated on the 2 RBI base hit from Cole Timler back in that 5th inning, just an inning ago. Teresa says sunny in Amherst. All right, good. Keep the sun over here, keep the rain over there. Swing and a miss, Jacoby on the first pitch from Horseman. Again, Chase Horseman pitching in the 6th here for the Cardinals in relief of Ashton Mashek. Mashek, an 11 strikeout, maybe 12. I might have missed one there, but a double-digit strikeout performance for Ashton Mashek in this game. Yep, 11. Counted them through again. 11 strikeouts for Mashek. Bunt by Jacoby, and that's going to go foul up the third base line. Good idea. It's down at third base. It's getting Eli Tucker moving over from first. He was playing deep and shaded over towards second base with the left-handed batting Jacoby, so there's plenty of space up that third base line. And Jacoby had it fair for the first 30 feet up that line, and then it hit or spun and went straight left and foul. Throw over to first. Konieczny steps on the bag. Back in time. Here's Horseman now on the 0-2. Jacoby waits back on the off-speed pitch and then waited back, but still way out in front of it. He pulls that one foul up the first baseline. And Amherst, Cuba City coming up after this one. We've got about 30 minutes between games, so I mean, even if we ended now, that game's not starting till 1. We were 45 minutes behind. Our first pitch came in at 10:45 on this game. So we were 45 minutes behind as game 1 of the day went a bit long. A couple of long half innings as Jacoby lays off on the pitch at the chin. And Regis and Oakfield. Oakfield had a long top of the 4th, and then Regis had a 6-run bottom of the 6th. Both those half innings in combination with each other put us 45 minutes behind as Jacoby rips that one foul just past Mike down there in the third base camera well. Horseman asks and is approved for a new ball. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out in the inning. Konechny at first. Here's the pitch. Jacoby hits this one on the ground to short. The only play is to first. The throw across is in time, and there are 2 outs in the inning. So the 6-3 putout. It was hit right at the shortstop, Will Reeder. Picked it clean, threw it nicely across for out number 2. Konechny does move down to second on the throw, or on the ground out. And now the center fielder, Brock Bennington. 2 strikeouts and a walk today for Bennington. He the second run in that 2 RBI base hit from Timler back in the 5th inning, and that scored Jacoby and Bennington. And this one is going to be fouled and will roll over the concourse overhang on the first base side, and I believe it left the stadium as it rolled up this side of the roof. No balls, 2 strikes to Bennington. Horseman delivers, curveball. Bennington rips that one. That's going to be fair down the third base line. This is going to score Konechny. It's going to roll all the way to the fence, and it's an RBI double for Brock Bennington. He's going to stretch it to third. Nobody on the bag at third, and it's a stand-up triple for Brock Bennington, and the Dons take the lead in the bottom of the 6th inning. Bennington waited on the curveball from Horseman and ripped it down the third base line. That rolled all the way in the corner, right under the 325 marking, right next to the foul pole in that left field corner. It rattled around there a bit. Konechny easily scored. Bennington rolls into third. It's a 2-out RBI triple for Brock Bennington. Dons lead 3-2. So that brings up the catcher, Cole Timler. And this one is hit into center. Coming on and making a sliding catch is Evan Wolf. Tense moments ahead. We're going to head to the top of the 7th. Dons will have a 1-run lead as they take the field in what could be our final inning here in this state semifinal. The Dons 3 outs away from moving to a state championship game tomorrow. We will find that out and more as we return right after this on Zaleski Sports.
First things first with Mid-State Technical College. Dual credit programs earn you college credit in high school. Then choose a path that suits you. Use your skills to start your career or transfer to a university to continue your degree. Choose a new career. Transition easily and quickly by upgrading your skills. Or continue your education with dozens of classes to get you on your path. No matter your stage of the game, your first move is Mid-State Technical College.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
3 seconds, finds Nystrom, three-pointer, got it! Royals and the Assumption Royals are the state champions here in 2021.
Top of the 7th inning is here. The Dons are 3 outs away from moving to a state championship game. That game's scheduled for 9 a.m. tomorrow, and the Regis Ramblers are there waiting. The game will be held right here at Fox City Stadium in Appleton. We will have it live should the Dons move on. Bryce Peterson, Evan Wolf, and Sam Kropp as the Cardinals go 9-1-2 in the order. And we do have a new pitcher for Columbus Catholic. It is Blake Jacoby. So Jacoby moves from short to the mound. Konechny goes from the mound to short and the straight switch. And Jacoby starts out Peterson with a strike. So Blake Jacoby in to attempt to save this game for the Dons here in the top of the 7th inning. Here's the 0-1. So that one is going to be fouled, and it's no balls, 2 strikes. Spectrum Benefit Solutions with offices located throughout central Wisconsin. Spectrum Benefit Solutions is your group benefits provider for health, dental, accident, and life insurance. Spectrum Benefit Solutions works with hundreds of clients of all sizes to help you attract and retain the best employees. Find Spectrum Benefit Solutions on Facebook to get started. No balls, 2 strikes. Jacoby from the windup fires home, and that one skips in, and it's ball 1. Matt says, let's finish the Dons, and Whisk Guitar, raining in Guitarville. That account has never told me who they are and where they're from. This one is hit into center field. Bennington is there, ranging to his right, and hauls it in for the first out of the inning. A smooth operator in center field is Brock Bennington. Off the bat, it looked like there may be some sort of challenge there as the wind is now blowing out a bit. Bennington smoothly roamed to his right, brought it in for the first out. Top of the order now, Evan Wolf. And Wolf sees a strike come in from Jacoby. Yeah, the elusive, the enigma, Whisk Guitar. Strike called. No balls, 2 strikes now to the center fielder, Evan Wolf. One out in the inning. Fly out, retired Peterson. Now the leadoff batter, Wolf. Jacoby shakes off the first, and time is called, and it's Wolf in the batter's box, the right-handed batter's box. He called time. Timler and Jacoby were going through the Rolodex of pitches and undecided, and Wolf had enough of standing there waiting. Now Jacoby ready, turns and fires, and that one bounces in at 58 feet. Ball and 2 strikes now. Yeah, Whisk Guitar, we've got an ad spot saved for you. Let's help you sell some guitars, buddy. Here's the 1-2. This one chopped on the infield. Konechny will race in, grab it on the hop and drop it. Konechny had eyes on first base, trying to make that play, but the E6 is going to have the center fielder aboard for the Cardinals. So tying a run on base for Bangor. And this brings up the right fielder, Sam Kropp. Kropp today strikeout, ground out, and then popped out to Konechny in that 5th inning. Jacoby fires home, low for ball 1. One of our favorites, Dorsey Walker, checks in. Hey, Dorsey, thank you for listening today. The 1-0, Jacoby, inside, runner is going, they've got him! Timler, no, they say safe. Timler made a good throw down. It was Konechny covering the bag. He stepped in front of the bag, collected the ball, and swiped. It looked like the ball got there in time. The swipe apparently did not, and it's a stolen base for Evan Wolf. Perhaps Konechny coming in front of the bag made it look, from my view, and again, I am not in position at all to make that call, that the ball had got there, but perhaps Konechny in front of the bag and Wolf sliding in behind the catch made by Konechny is he was standing about 2 feet in front of the bag when he caught it. The ball was there as Wolf was beginning his slide, but Wolf is called safe, a stolen base, and the Cardinals have a runner in scoring position. Kropp now is waiting on Jacoby, and Jacoby has 3 balls and no strikes and has stepped off. The last 2 pitches were balls, and now they're going to walk Kropp. So they will send Kropp down as the count had built to 3 balls and no strikes. So Kropp goes down, and Coach Kresselt comes out of the dugout, and he wants to talk to his entire infield, including relief pitcher Blake Jacoby. Ashton Mashek will come on. He will bat here in the 3-hole. Again, Mashek, 11 strikeouts in the game, as he was relieved by Horseman in that 6th inning. Again, in that 6th inning, Bennington with the 2-out RBI triple. That has us at 3-2 right now. But a situation building for the Cardinals. Runners on first and second with 1 out. And the 3-hitter, Ashton Mashek. Mashek batting a gaudy .506 on the year. 28 runs batted in. Tying run is on second base. That's Evan Wolf. Pitch from Jacoby. This one is grounded. Olson at first, and he throws to second and throws it into left field. The throw goes into left field, and we are tied at 3. Olson picked the ball. He was about 20 feet off the bag from first towards that second base side and turned to throw to second. The other option was to run over and touch the bag at first. There would have been 2 outs and runners on second and third. But Olson threw to second and missed the mark, threw it into left field. So Mashek aboard with the E3, and we are tied at 3. So Jacoby now pitches to Matt Osterly and gets a swing and a miss. So we will have a bottom of the 7th inning here in Appleton. Osterly today, strikeout, ground out, fly out. Pitch from Jacoby is going to be fouled up the third base line, and Coach Jacoby fields that one coming out of the dugout. Nice play down there by Wayne. No balls, 2 strikes now to the catcher Osterly. Cardinals get a run here in the inning. Tied at 3. Here's the pitch from Jacoby. This one screamed foul up the third base line. As Matt Osterly, the catcher, well in front of that in the right-handed batter's box. As the Stratmans are cheering for the Dons in Nevada, Missouri. And Zane Adler, they're going to call time here and ask Adler to run to the corner into left field and go retrieve that foul ball. He does, and throws it back in towards the Dons dugout. So play halted to allow Adler to come out of his left field spot, run into foul territory all the way in the corner and grab that last foul hit by Matt Osterly. Count remains no balls, 2 strikes. Jacoby checks on Kropp at second, now fires home, and the curveball hits Osterly, and the Cardinals have the bases loaded. The bases loaded for the Cardinals with 1 out, and the Dons infield will come in. They're going to check on Blake Jacoby and just put a pause on things here as this inning has gotten away from the Dons. We had potential for runners on second and third with 2 outs, and the Dons leading by 1. We have a tie game with 1 out and the bases loaded. And the third baseman turned pitcher, Chase Horseman, now will step in and see if he can give his Cardinals the lead. For the Dons in the bottom of the 7th, Adler, Becker, and Olson all due up, as Columbus Catholic will hit 5, 6, 7. The goal for the Dons here is to get back in the dugout with a tie ball game. Corners are in, middle infield double play depth. Jacoby ready, and a strike right down the middle to start this at bat, the 4th of the game for Chase Horseman. Ground out, pop out, base hit in the 6th inning. He eventually scored in that 6th. Now Jacoby turns and fires the 0-1 outside corner for strike 2. Strikeout would be big here. Obviously, any out, if you're Columbus Catholic, any out without a Cardinals run is big. With 1 out here in the top of the 7th. No balls, 2 strikes. Jacoby, the windup, the pitch, and fouled straight back. Patricia cheering from Carthage, Missouri. Pat and Maryland could have probably got together somewhere and watched the game together over in Missouri. Count remains no balls, 2 strikes. Here's Jacoby, fires home, and this one is belted into left field. Going back, and it's going to be one hopped off the wall. 1 run is in. Another run coming around. Konechny will fire home. The throw is high, and that's going to allow everybody else to advance. 2 runs are in, and on the throw, that was high and missed the mark. The relay from Konechny threw it over the top of Timler. Runners will be at second and third, and it is 5-3 Bangor. Both RBIs are Horseman's. Osterley will take third, Horseman second on the throw. Horseman, I'm going to give Horseman a double, but that throw allowed Osterley to get down to the bag at third, but both Kropp and Mashek score. And a 3-run inning here in the top of the 7th for the Cardinals. This one fouled straight back by Tucker. That one hopped off the fence in right down the line in left field. One at bat there for Chase Horseman. Took the 0-2 from Jacoby and just delivered it. This one is hit in the center. That's going to get down. 1 run is in. Bennington will come on and field it. Runners on the corners. It's an RBI single for Eli Tucker. 6-3 Bangor. Big inning for the Cardinals here as the Dons have now found a way to get themselves back in the dugout here in this top of the 7th inning. A 4-run inning for the Cardinals. Swung on and missed by Reeder and a throw out. So it was a steal, a straight up steal attempted by Eli Tucker. Sticking to the bag at third was Horseman. He never left the bag. And Tucker is caught stealing for out number 2. So the Dons get the second out, but they get it a couple batters too late. Cardinals still batting with Reeder in the right-handed batter's box now with 2 outs. One ball, no strikes, and inside, 2 balls, no strikes to the shortstop Reeder. Couple of ground outs, a base hit in that 6th inning for Reeder, and then he was eventually the inning ended with the rundown. And Reeder, a laser foul up the left field line. Johnny, we will have full video highlights later on tonight on Facebook at Zaleski Sports. So Bangor friends that may be lukewarm or not exactly familiar with Zaleski Sports, Facebook Zaleski Sports tonight. You'll see full video highlights of tonight's game. So a ball and 2 strikes now to the shortstop Reeder. Don's a strike away from getting off the field here in a disastrous top of the 7th. Jacoby tried the outside corner and missed. Two-two the count. Here it is from Jacoby. Curveball, and that one misses high and away. Full count now to the 7-hitter, shortstop Will Reeder. Six-3 here, top of the 7th. Here's the pitch, low, and he walked him. So Jacoby lost Reeder, had him on a 1-2, and then issues the walk, a 2-out walk now. Runners again on the corners. And the 9th hitter of the inning is Dawson Daines. The Cardinals bat around here in the 7th. They've scored 4. They came into the top of the 7th trailing 1. It was 3-2. And it was 3-2 with 1 out. And another run's going to score. This is going to be hit into left field as Dawson Daines will tack on another run here. 5 runs in the inning for the Cardinals.
Second baseman Bryce Peterson.
Reeder goes down to second. And the Cardinals continue to bat here in the 7th. It was a simple single by Daines into left field. Hit it hard enough to get out of the infield. Another one. This one's also going to be singled into left field. And we're going to have bases loaded. It was Adler coming in and keeping the runner Reeder at third. But that was Bryce Peterson, the 9-hitter, now with a base hit. And top of the order now for the Cardinals. So Evan Wolf has reached 3 times, scored once. 7-3 Cardinals, a 5-run outburst for Bangor here in the top of the 7th inning. Here's the pitch from Jacoby, right down the middle, and swinging over the top of it was Wolf. Ball and a strike now to the center fielder. Here's the 1-1 back from Jacoby. This one is going to go into center field. That's going to score 1. Turning now is Daines. Daines will come from second and score. A 2 RBI base hit for Evan Wolf. 9-3 Bangor. And Coach Kresselt is going to come out, and I believe he's going to make a change. And he does. Cy Becker will get the ball from manager Jared Kresselt. It'll be Sam Kopp batting. It's Cy Becker going to come in and pitch. Jacoby will move to third. And we'll take a short commercial break here as it is 9-3 Bangor. Bangor plating 7th here in the inning. 2 outs when we return right after this on Zaleski Sports.
Little Sprouts is now open in Rudolph with the same great child care you know about in Auburndale. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
The community here in Rudolph has been extremely welcoming, and we're excited to serve here just like we do up in Auburndale. Part of the process is to help out the school districts and to help the children stay, their 4K children to stay close and get services right here. We serve here in Rudolph 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds, and up in Auburndale we serve 6 weeks old until 12-year-olds.
Our Auburndale pea pods, wiggle worms, busy bees, and fireflies welcome the Rudolph sweet potatoes, lovely ladybugs, and beautiful butterflies. Contact Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
When the last thing you need to happen does. One of our 17 mobile service trucks from Sherrill Tire and Service Center can get you rolling again. Sherrill Tire and Service Center is your locally owned commercial and farm tire specialist. Find us at SherrillTire.com.
As was mentioned before that commercial break, Cy Becker moving in from third, and he will pitch with 2 outs in the inning. And the right fielder Sam Kopp swing and a miss on the first pitch from Becker. So Columbus Catholic now into their third pitcher in this game. Of course, mission one is to win this game some way, somehow. They'll be down by at least 6 when they take their first cuts in the bottom of the 7th inning. So that's the first mission. Keep this margin at no more than 6, and then got to do what the Cardinals did in the top of the 7th. Before you start worrying about who can pitch tomorrow, you got to win the game today. I understand that. But using 3 pitchers here in the game, behind the 8 ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to the center fielder, Krupp. Becker ready. Looks back. Now fires home. Curveball stays high. Count even at 2 apiece. Now the 2-2 coming back from Becker. Fastball swung on and missed. And the Dons finally get off the field, but it's a standing ovation for the Bangor Cardinal fans here in attendance as their Cardinals bat 12 in the inning. They score 7 runs, and they take a commanding 9-3 lead. It'll be last call for the Dons when we come back. Adler, Becker, Olson, 5, 6, 7, but the Dons are going to need more than that when we return right after this on Zaleski Sports.
At Bauer & Fine Business Technologies in Marshfield, our company has been serving Central Wisconsin since 1955. We're still locally owned and believe strongly in supporting the communities that support us. If you're a current customer, thank you. If you're not a current customer, we'd love to work with you. Let's talk about copiers, printers, postage meters, and network services. Give us a call today at 800-288-2712 or visit our website at b-bt.com. Bauer & Fine Business Technologies. Better business together.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
All right, bottom of the 7th inning is here. Zane Adler, Cy Becker, Grant Olson, and for the Dons, it's got to be base runner, base runner, base runner. First pitch comes in wide of the mark. Again, Chase Horseman coming on back in the 7th. He pitched that 6th inning, gave up 1 run. And Adler, there's a base hit. So base hit in the left field for Zane Adler. As the ingredient list for a comeback is long for the Dons. And it includes base runners, base runners, base runners. But they get one from Adler. Get our scoreboard update here. My apologies. It is 9-3. There we go. Now we got it rolling. So it is 9-3 here in this now bottom of the 7th inning. Yeah, Whiskatar says rally time. It's rally times 10 for the Dons. Inside pitch. Becker backs out of the way. Well, the Cardinals scored 7 in the top of the inning, so it can be done. Dons need 6. Becker batting .347 on the year and hits that one foul, first base side, out of play. Becker watches the next offering from Horseman come in low. 3 balls and a strike. Yeah, and part of that sub ingredient to a base runner. So if an ingredient is, flour, sub ingredient is the seed, and the seed is patient at bats. Becker rolls this one. That's going to get in right field. So back-to-back base hits. Adler will turn and run to third. Runners on the corners for the Dons. So 2 batters, 2 base hits. And it's got to be more, and more. So Grant Olson now. Olson on the day. Reach base twice, once on an error, Once on a hit by pitch. Struck out back in the second inning. And the other story for Columbus Catholic is runners left on base. Those first 4 innings, 7 left on base. And most of those base runners came with none or 1 outs. The Dons had early inning opportunities. They weren't able to connect on them. They didn't score until that 5th inning, where they scored 2 and then 1 in the 6th. That's the 3 runs. 0-1 now to Olsen. Curveball. He reaches and may bloop this one into right field. He does. So an excuse me, protect. I'm not sure if I want to swing, but I'll go ahead and tap it. Bloops it into right field, and that's enough to score Adler. So you get a base runner, you get a run. So far, the Dons are executing the ingredient list of a comeback. So far. So Becker down to second, and the blooper by Olsen into right field. Now Alex Edwards. Edwards sees a ball come in high from Horstman. Dons runners on first and second, nobody out, 1 run in. They now trail by 5. So if you're mathing it out with me, the tying run is in the hole right now. Edwards hits this one sky high, third base side, battling through the sun and not able to make the catch. The ball does land in foul territory. A really good effort by Eli Tucker there as he was standing and staring straight up into the 1 o'clock sun. A bit of wind now as the wind continues to shift, now kind of blowing foul territory back in towards third base-ish. A challenging wind out there, but staring into the sun was the problem for Tucker, and the ball lands in foul territory. And a strike pumped right down the middle, a ball and 2 strikes now to the right fielder Edwards. Nemitz on deck, nobody out. Here's the 1-2, and Edwards watches that one curve away and stay away. Count even at 2 apiece. Edwards fouls it straight back. The Bangor fans, they were having a party in between innings. They were jumping, dancing, high-fiving, all in their seats now. Not concerned yet, but quiet for the moment. And Edwards swung on and missed for strike 3. Alex Edwards, 4 at-bats and 4 strikeouts on the day. So Nathan Nemitz now the 9-hitter for the Dons. Would like to be the 4th base runner of the inning if he can find a way. He struck out twice today. Pitch comes in low from Horstman. 8 9-hitters for the Dons, including a pinch hit for Wilczek. 0 for 7, 6 strikeouts. Nemitz batting .224 on the year. And we'll have a 2-ball, no-strike pitch coming back from Horstman. And Horstman working his second inning in relief of Ashton Mashek. And the curveball doesn't curve in, and it's 3 balls, no strikes to the 9-hitter Nemitz. So Nemitz will be choosy here on the 3-0. Here it is, inside, and he walked him on 4 straight. So the Cardinals walk the 9-hitter. The Dons have the bases loaded. Manager Todd Grant will not make an appearance, but a couple of the infielders, now the entire infield, will come in and talk to their pitcher, Chase Horstman. Again, Chase started the game at third base. They'll come in and talk to their pitcher here, Horstman. And that meeting has adjourned. Back to the top of the order now, Emma Konieczny. So, bottom of the order did its part. They scored a run, and they put 4 on base, or had 4 touch bases. Now Konieczny in the top of the order. This one hit right field side, drifting, and lands foul. Giving chase over there was the right fielder Sam Kropp, and on the way, Kropp lost his lid. That in fair territory. Now he'll run back and retrieve it and go back to his starting spot in right field. But 5 through 9 do the job. They score a run. They've got the bases loaded for the top of the order. The Dons continue to work on a comeback. They've scored 1, bases loaded, 1 out. And the pitch from Horseman is on the outside corner for strike 2. Blake Jacoby on deck. Represents the tying run on deck. Curveball, and Konechny swung wildly at it and swung on and missed. So 2 outs now. And the Dons are down to their final out. The Cardinals fans here in attendance again come to their feet for their Cardinals. Cardinals infield waving their hands in the air, asking for more noise from the folks that are here watching and cheering from Bangor. First pitch to Jacoby, outside corner for strike 1. Jacoby today, ground out, base hit, walk, ground out, run scored in the 5th inning. There's the pitch, outside, and having come out of his crouch was Osterley to keep that one from going to the screen. Dons trail by 5, bases loaded, 1 out left on the season. Here it is, and another pitch away. 2 balls and a strike now from Horseman to Jacoby. Next pitch coming back quickly, and outside corner for strike 2. Dons down to their final strike here in 2022. Cardinals fans in full throat now. Here's the 2-2, and that one misses. Full count now. The tying run is Brock Bennington on deck. So Jacoby just needs to get on somehow, some way, and bring Bennington to the plate. Here's the full count. And that one misses. It's a walk, and the tying run will come to the plate for the Dons. Jacoby with a very good at-bat with 2 outs. So Brock Bennington, he is the tying run, bases loaded, 2 outs in the inning. So the Dons got who they wanted to the plate with a chance to tie it. Bennington with 6 home runs on the year, looks at a strike from Horseman. Outfield playing regular depth. Here's the 0-1, misses away for ball 1. Bennington 6 home runs on the year and has hit some spectacular home runs on the season. This would top the list by far if it were to happen. Here's the 1-1. And pitching away from Bennington, and he fouls it into the first base grandstands. Dons again down to their final strike here in 2022. Catcher Matt Osterley putting his hands down, telling his infield and his pitcher to settle down. Let's get the strike. Here's the 1-2. Inside, and did that hit him? It did. It hits Bennington. And he will take the bag down at first. Manager Todd Grant on the field. He's going to make a pitching change. The Dons now trail by 3. Bennington was starting a swing motion, and as he did, that ball went off of his left shoulder, as it did back in the, what was that? Back in the 5th inning, from my memory, but they called him back into the box in that 5th inning. And they say he was hit here in the 7th, and the game continues for the time being. So the 9th hitter of the inning is Cole Timler. Timler, the winning run, will come to the plate. So some nervous clapping from the Cardinals fans now. Dons fans still seated. Not ready to make a lot of noise yet. Their Dons batting still trail by 3, but the winning run is at the plate, and Cole Timler here with the bases loaded and 2 outs. And this is going to be hit into right field. That's going to bring in 1. Will they send Jacoby? They do. The throw is cut off. And we have got a game. Cole Timler delivers yet again his 3rd and 4th RBIs of the game. In a 1-run game now. with the tying run and Brock Bennington standing on third. Well, back to where we started, Zane Adler. And Adler into right field. And diving catch is made, and that's it for the Cardinals. Sam Kropp comes sprinting in from right field, makes a diving, rolling grab. The Cardinals bob the field. The Cardinals celebrate in right field, jumping, dancing, shouting, fist pumping, high fives. Cardinals celebrate in right field as their right fielder, Sam Kropp, comes on and makes a diving, spinning, tumbling catch, and our game has come to an end. Final score, the Dons come up just a bit short on the comeback. Our final score, Bangor 9, Columbus Catholic 8. Coming up now, our Nasonville Dairy postgame show, Nasonville Dairy, fresh cheese curds made daily, NasonvilleDairy.com.
It's a joy of having you with today's game, and we look forward to having you as a guest at future events. If you're leaving us now, please drive carefully on your way home, and have a very good afternoon.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com. All right, so we're here with Kim Hyman. Kim, Nasonville Dairy, 125 years in the making. Tell us about that.
You know, it's fantastic. It was the first plant built in Wood County back in 1885. Sal Mason and his family came here, and they started a small dairy plant. Eventually that plant burnt down, but then they rebuilt onto this same facility, and our family moved here in the late 60s in 1968 and took it over from there, and it's been just a fantastic growth. Great community, great people we have working for us. Oh, it's an open market. It's huge. You know, the opportunity for the diversity in the cheese industry is fantastic, and you have to be that way in order to sell a lot of product. And so we've got a great group of people working on the research and development side for us. So it's been really fortunate for us. Oh, right. We have 185 farm families that market their milk through us here at Nasonville Dairy, and we are so lucky we have like the best dairy farms in not only central Wisconsin but in the United States marketing milk through us. So we're just really fortunate on that side.
Actually, we started in 1968. Our father brought us here from another cheese plant in Wisconsin. We had come from the cheese business. We've always been in the business. We had moved around the state in different parts. He brought us here about that time. The plant ran 7,500 pounds of milk at that time, and now runs about 1.5 million a day. We originally started out with making cheddar, and now we make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmers Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Friar, Seco, Parma, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafetieri, Cafla Graviera, as well as making some Gouda Edam and a little bit of Munster on occasion.
All right, back here for your Nasonville Dairy postgame report. Again, Nasonville Dairy, fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your cheese curds in Marshfield, Curtis, and NasonvilleDairy.com. The Dons gave it a comeback after they let up 7 in the top of the 7th. Columbus Catholic needed 6 to tie, 7 to win. They get 5 in the 7th inning as they send 10 to the plate. Got a spectacular diving, rolling, stumbling catch. A fantastic catch by Sam Kropp in right field to bring our game to the end. So Bangor moves on to a state championship game. They will take on the Regis Ramblers tomorrow right here from Fox City Stadium in Appleton, 9 a.m., your championship time as it stands right now. Amherst fans, we are going to momentarily bring this broadcast off air. Be off air for about 5 to 10 minutes and then have you back 10 minutes before first pitch of your game. Approximate first pitch time is 1:40, so about 30 minutes from now. So Amherst fans, this is going to shut off. Don't be alarmed. Just be patient head on back to ZaleskiSports.com or come back to this Zaleski Sports channel on YouTube. In about 10 minutes' time, we'll have the broadcast up and running for you as we await our next game, which will be state semifinal number 1 of the day. And we move to Division 3. It is the Amherst Falcons. Number 1 seeded Amherst Falcons taking on the number 4 seed Cuba City Cubans. In today's game, again, Bangor with a very exciting 9-8 win here in this Division 4 semifinal number 2. Columbus Catholic got 4 RBI from Cole Timler. Cole with a couple of clutch hits coming in the 5th inning, and again in that 7th inning. And the Dons needed everything. They had 2 outs. The Dons did when Cole Timler came to bat in that 7th inning, and made the game very interesting. The Dons had Brock Bennington on third. They had the tying run 90 feet away, but as Zane Adler lined the ball into right field, Sam Kropp on his horse sprinting in, and a diving, twisting, tumbling catch in right field for the final out of today's game. So again, Bangor will move on. They will take on Regis in the 2022 Division 4 state championship game tomorrow from Appleton right here at Fox City Stadium. As it stands now, we will not have that game live, but Bangor Cardinal fans want to get a hold of us, find Zaleski Sports on social media or ZaleskiSports.com. Just hit the contact page and let us know. We might be able to help you out. Depending, we might be able to help you out. Okay, so that's going to do it. That was your Nasonville Dairy post-game show. Nasonville Dairy, fresh cheese curds made daily. NasonvilleDairy.com. Again, your final score here in this Division 4 state semifinal. Bangor 9, Columbus 8. Going off air for about 10 minutes, and Amherst Falcons fans will be back in about 10 minutes on this YouTube channel for your baseball game coming up on Zaleski Sports.